I kind of didn't know what I was gonna draw today, but I'm just winging it for now. However this drawing turns out, I just hope it's neat. Neat as in, it looks put together. I know it's not necessarily gonna be perfect because I have a long way to go with my art skill. This is what, like my third video? I had no clue what to talk about today. I guess I'll just let it come to me as the video continues to film. On the upside, I do have a lining tool now. It's a regular old big pen, but I'll get better art supplies probably the next time I go to the store. I mean, I have a few liners somewhere, like El Cheapo liners that I bought like a few years ago. I don't know where those are. So until I find out where those are, I'll probably be using big pens in my videos. Has your mind ever just been so blank to the point where you just can't say anything? So that's how I'm feeling right now. This is probably a very bad time for me to do a video, but I had to take the opportunity that I could. I probably should plan more before I do these things. I think it's starting to look okay, yeah. You know what I don't understand about the comic book world? I don't know, I feel like Wonder Woman gets a little bit too much attention. Especially when there's a lot more female superheroes out there. One of my favorite superheroes that are female is Storm. I don't know, I just like her design. And I watched X-Men a few times back in the day. I mean, like, X-Men as far as the cartoon and the movies. I watched the cartoon. I vaguely remember the cartoon, but I did watch it a few times. I have the Storm comics, like, before her and Black Panther got married. I'm kind of mad that they had to break them up. I guess, to be fair, the story makes sense because she has a strong connection to her mutant family, so I guess that's why she had to, like, let him go. But it still doesn't make any sense to me because it's like, that's your husband. And the people that you call your family should understand if you stand by your husband. Like, why do you have to just leave? Why do you have to leave him because he wants to kick everybody out? I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, he's still a king that has to, to protect his kingdom. And if he doesn't feel like they're going to do anything to help his kingdom, or if they're potentially going to destroy the kingdom that he runs, then doesn't he have every right to kick them out? But I still do understand her side of the story as well. I probably should read a little bit more into Black Panther and a little bit more into Storm and X-Men to understand the stories a little bit better. Because comic books are like one of the things that I got into a little bit after manga. Like, my dad gave me an X-Men comic book before I even knew what a manga was. It was like a really, really shiny X-Men book. I have not seen it ever since my childhood. But yeah, I have not seen it since my childhood. And I'm kind of sad that it's gone. But it was really, really shiny. And I wish I could find it again so that I can know what was the story talking about in that volume. But yeah, I should probably get back into X-Men. One of the comics that I really want to read that's kind of like up to date is this comic book called Saga. But for some reason, every time I go and look for Saga, I can't find a volume 1 anywhere. I guess I might have to order it offline or something. I hate reading things out of order. I found that out when I started buying Vampire Knights at volume 9. Because everything gets confusing when you read everything out of order. Then you have to try to connect things yourself. Because I used to buy my comics from anywhere that I can get them. Nostalgia Comics, which is now called Alpha, if you go back to Willalon. And I got Vampire Knights, the volume 9, and then eventually the volume 1 when I saw it from Kroger, before Kroger stopped really selling manga, because I don't think I see any manga in their book section anymore. I mean, maybe I need to look a little closer. But yeah, I used to always go in the book section of Kroger when I was younger. I used to go to the book section of anywhere when I started to get into reading a little bit more. My mom, she always read. She always read in front of me, and she would always read thick books like Harry Potter, and I was never interested in reading anything thick. I mean, now I might want to give reading Harry Potter and Twilight a bit of a shot as far as reading thick chapter books. But when I was a kid, the only thing I wanted to read was anything that had a picture in it. I'm not going to say I didn't read a few chapter books in my past, but didn't finish them. I would finish my manga. There's still a few series that I have not either touched in a while or never have finished at all. But I can finish a manga. I can finish a manga, I can finish a comic book, but when it comes to chapter books, it'll take me a century to like finish them. I don't know what it is. Just looking at something with a whole bunch of words in it just makes me immediately feel like I'm working too hard to pick up information, and it just makes me throw it away. I have never fallen asleep reading a chapter book or a textbook, like the stereotype keeps being in cartoons where you have a character that's completely bored with their textbook, so they just fall asleep in it. I've actually never seen anybody do that in real life. I've seen people fall asleep in class, but not fall asleep in their textbook. I don't think anybody wants ink on their face because some people drool. And I'm pretty sure laying on a textbook is like a hard surface. I don't know how anybody would be able to do that. Like, you literally have to have a numb head to lay on a textbook and not care. I mean, I used to like fall asleep in class. Most of the time when I fell asleep, I was probably 9 times out of 10 done with my work. But there was a few times when I wasn't finished and I just fell asleep. I mainly fell asleep when it was like the winter and I had my coat on. Because I was always cold at school. Even if it was like spring, I always had like my coat on at school. Never took that jank off. Well, almost never took it off. And then, you know, that would be comfortable to sleep on because I'd be sleeping on a soft surface because it's my coat and not some hard desk. They'll like make you hit a pressure point and make you not want to sleep in class anymore. I feel like Storm has the better powers compared to Wonder Woman. I'm talking about Wonder Woman because she's very popular. Like, not too many people really talk about Catwoman. Not too many people talk about, the Hawk Girl from Justice League. I only remember the Hawk Girl because I used to watch the Justice League cartoon with my cousin. I would never really be that interested in the Justice League, like, talking about it. I don't know what it was. Like, I would watch Teen Titans, but then the Justice League would come on, and then as a kid, I would just flip the channel. I don't know. Something about the Justice League that just does not pique my interest. I'm not even really that interested in the Avengers either. Like, I've seen many variations of the Avengers. Like, I specifically like Storm, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. Like, I like individual superheroes, but I don't like the whole groups. But then again, part of me just needs to, like, get back into comic books and to read more and to learn more about the characters to actually figure out who I like. Because here lately, I haven't really been reading a whole lot of anything. I'm barely getting into this Splatoon manga. I'm still in the first volume. And I think maybe like chapter 3, if I remember. So far, it's good. I'm kind of getting the sense that it's nothing like the video game, which is kind of disappointing to me. Because I thought it would be like an extension of the video game so you can find out information that you wouldn't find out while playing Splatoon. It's a way to make a story for your, it's a way to make a story for your work while having the people who play the game just focus on playing the game or whatever part of the story that you wish to put in the game. But I probably just need to read it a little bit more to figure out how similar it is to Splatoon. And then from there, maybe I can see how much of a connection it has, and maybe I could do a review on it, maybe. I'm thinking about doing reviews eventually, but I haven't really found anything that I really feel like talking about right now. Because I could do the Splatoon review, but I still have to read a lot more to actually tell anybody the story. I basically gave a part of my opinion here. But I still have to finish the book, and I still have to start playing the game a little bit more to figure out how much it's like the video game, how much is not like the video game. I think one of my favorite cartoons ever is probably Fairly Odd Parents. Mainly because there's a lot of pink in there. My favorite color is pink. So I'm pretty much you can sell me almost anything if it's pink. A dishwasher, a mixer, a blender, a microwave oven. I'm pretty sure you can sell me any appliance if you have it in pink. I'm sold. There's no more convincing. It's pink. But I mean, come on. Being able to control the weather compared to just a lasso of truth and 2 bracelets that can block bullets. Come on, man. Like, why is Wonder Woman really this popular? And I'm pretty sure there's other DC characters that have better powers than her as well. And I see a lot of dudes say that Wonder Woman is bae, but Storm is just as pretty. She's just as pretty. She has better powers, and it's just like, I mean, Wonder Woman's pretty. I guess I get it. But I'm kind of mad that Storm doesn't get that much play. Because Storm is my favorite female superhero. But I just don't get the hype for Wonder Woman, though. How is she bae? Aside from looking pretty, how is she? I think, like, what do guys see in her? Like, do you really want to be with a woman that's always gonna make you tell the truth, or do you want to be with a woman that's just gonna have a good experience with you? And if she gets mad at that moment, and not trying to motherfucking force you into telling the truth. I mean, especially with a whole bunch of people just having side bitches and shit. Do you really want Wonder Woman just for her to trap you in her motherfucking truth lasso? I mean, people shouldn't play each other anyway. Because I believe all relationships should be taken seriously. Even if it's like the talking kind. Because you're still showing some interest into being exclusive to that person. So it's just like, why venture out, or at least why venture out too much? But I guess that's just my opinion. People are gonna do what they want to do regardless of what's right or wrong. So you might as well just stay your opinion and then just move on from there. Honestly, I would love to control the weather. Like, that seems like an awesome thing to do. Every day that I wanted to leave the house, it would always be sunny. Every day that I didn't want to leave the house, and every time I knew that the plants needed watering, I would make it rain. Blocking bullets and catching bullets with your teeth are okay, and wrapping people up in a lasso is alright, but at the end of the day, what's stopping them from clocking you in the head once you unleash them? I mean, heck, you can control the weather through distance, and the evil person wouldn't even be able to touch you. You can strike them with lightning a couple of times. You can get annoying with it. Like, controlling the weather is, like, awesome. if Storm doesn't get that much play because she's black? I don't know. Because, like, especially with nerds that are also black, I see them kind of going towards Wonder Woman too, and it's like, you have a woman that's like pretty much created for you, and it kind of sucked when they broke Storm and Black Panther up, because it's like they're the only black couple in the comic book universe that's really known, and they had to break up. And then on top of that, Storm is just the awesome black woman superhero that's kind of like ignored. Like nobody's really, I'm not really hearing anybody, whether they're like black like me and a male, or any other males that are comic book fans, really saying Storm is bae, even though she's pretty. I don't see what's such a turnoff about her. I mean, I can see why people like Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman is an Amazon. Like, in real life, she wouldn't be this pretty little dainty, like, cute little model type person. Wonder Woman would be a diesel woman. Like, we talk about Amazon. Like, you want to have a gladiator in your home? You want to have a gladiator with flowy brunette hair that can wrap you up with a rope and possibly choke slam you at the same time. I mean, Storm, she's muscular, but it's not like Amazon. I don't know. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, Wonder Woman, she is kind of feminine, but there's nothing really that masculine about Storm. At least I don't see it. Storm is very feminine. Her clothes are feminine. Her poses are feminine. And if you look at a fit black woman, that's basically how we look. If we were to be fit. Like, of course, she's going to have a little bit more definition, because that's how bodies who are, how bodies that are fit really are composed. But in real life, Wonder Woman would be some long-haired woman that's an Amazon. And that's what y'all want in y'all house. I mean, yeah, she's feminine, and that kind of takes away from the fact that she's an Amazon. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying I don't get it. It seems like, realistically, that black guys would go for the black woman, but apparently not. And I'm not salty about it. I just don't get it. What makes Wonder Woman more bae than Storm? There's literally no difference. None whatsoever. I'm wondering, what should I do with his face? Maybe somebody can tell me the difference between Storm and Wonder Woman in the comments, but I don't see it. They're practically the same, except for one has more technical powers, like Batman with his utility belt, and the other one has more, I guess you can say, organic powers, because it basically comes from her biological makeup. Like I said, I really need to get back into comics and reading them properly so that I can understand the characters more, because I really haven't had enough time to read, because I'm trying to work on my own artwork, and I'm trying to do a lot of things around the house to keep it up, and, you know, take care of baby girl and stuff like that. So I really don't have a whole lot of time to just read. Or maybe I just need to make the time, I don't know. I was trying to upload the other videos the other day and it took almost 3 hours to upload. Is that normal? And my videos normally aren't even that long. So it's like, you have to wait pretty much a whole day before you can really post. Somebody's dog. Not unless it's one of the stray ones that keep walking around you. Oh, yeah, I just realized something. I remember in one of my videos I was saying that I tried to start my YouTube channel in 2012. Apparently I looked at my YouTube page and said I didn't join YouTube until 2013. So apparently when I made these horrible, bad quality videos, it was like in 2013, because it was on my tablet. It was on an El Cheapo tablet, not anything like expensive or anything. I think my dad got it from like Amazon, or I don't know where he got it from. Mom got one of my tablets from like a catalog or something. That thing was horrible. Camera was ass. Like, I wouldn't even use the camera that's on my computer right now, because I have a computer, I have a Google Chromebook. That camera quality is awful. I thought because it was going to be Google that thing was going to be crisp and clear, because Google is like on point, but maybe I just got the extra old ass model, but that was not kicking with no gas. So I will not be using my Google laptop camera for anything. But yeah, those videos were horrible quality, and I really wasn't talking about a whole lot. And I did not display any of my art in the video, which was the whole point of me creating YouTube in the first place. It's like I was trying to create some type of weird personality, but forgot, hey, you're an artist too, you know? So everything went to shit. And then I stopped posting. And then I started trying to copy other YouTubers, like having update videos for no goddamn reason. Like, I've really been on YouTube that long. That's why they had to just be deleted. I'm gonna get back to probably talking about wrestling eventually. Because one of my videos I was talking about wrestling. But I kind of like what I stated. I had a crush on John Cena or something. But outside of that, I really don't remember what else I spoke on when it came to wrestling. I do not have those videos anymore because the tablet that I filmed on is destroyed. Like, I can't turn it on. I can't. And if it does come on, it doesn't go past the loading screen. Like, that shit is dead. But then again, there's no point in me turning it back on anyway, because, like I said, those videos were horrible quality, and I need to revamp everything. I don't know why it took me so long to actually do my YouTube channel. Part of me feels like an idiot for taking forever. But I'm doing it now, and I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible. I'm using a U brand gel pen. I got them from Target. Is this like the Target brand of gel pens? I mean, these are awesome. I really like it. I really like using gel pens. I like any art supply. Obviously. Art supplies are just art supplies to me. There's no better or worse for me. Like, I'm not very critical of anything that I use. And the people who are critical, they have every right to be critical because they have to be happy with what they're doing. But me, as long as the art supplies aren't destroyed, shoot, free art supplies, shoot. I like to draw, I like to create art. I'm eventually gonna create some kind of animation. I don't know why I wanted to draw a high school football player. I mean, I guess because my husband likes football so much. I really didn't know where I was gonna go with this drawing today. Not at all. This video might be super long because I'm like taking a while to actually draw the picture, but I don't know, maybe this might be one of the videos where you actually see the finished product in the video instead of me finishing it after everything stops. I don't know. Every time I stop the video, it's probably because my child woke up. Or maybe there's something that I need to do. I plan to like make my videos as long as they need to be. Pretty much just do